I am back. But I guess the question is like, where have I been? Let's just jump right into it. The last video that I made, I actually recorded it, but the sound, I didn't get the sound, y'all, because I didn't have my RS2 plugged into my camera. I'm almost sure that's what it is, because that's the only change that I made, and then I was able to see this video on the camera itself. But just word to the wise, like when you're using your equipment, just make sure it's all hooked up properly. The last video that I made, that I remember recording correctly, I did have the RS2 plugged into the camera, and I'm using this whole Raven Eye thing, and you know, it was on there and I was able to get it on my computer. And I went to go do this last one and it wasn't on the SD card, it only saved to this app. And I'm like, okay, something is not right here. And what did I do? Because I always, trust me, I knew it was something that I did. I always be doing stuff. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Davis Digital here. I'm your host, David Davis. Oh, let me take it. I mean, I'm not really a host. That's just my name. My name is David Davis, and this is Davis Digital. Like, I ain't hosting nothing. But anyway, moving on. So here's what I learned last time I went out. And for those of you who aren't aware, which is probably all of y'all because nobody was there with me besides me, myself, and I went out the other day to this park in beautiful Frisco, Texas, over by the Stonebriar Shopping Center. You know, they got all that nice stuff out there, and this really nice park area over by the Indigo Hotel, excuse me. You know, beautiful scenery, you know, got the turtles, got the ducks, got the little, well, actually they're not little, all these big old gray water birds. Just a really nice spot, and I wanted to get some pictures of it. And also some videos. So I took my A6600 out there with the RS2, the lenses that I had, my new camera bag I got from the store, took it out there. Took some really nice shots with the camera off the gimbal. A couple of notes. First note, when I was filming, that didn't really work out. It didn't work out the way that I wanted to, because I had did this thing where I was, you know, walking very unsmoothly. So unsmoothly that the gimbal really couldn't help me. And maybe had I been, you know, walking a little bit more smoothly or willing to wait a super long time for some stabilization to process on my computer, it would have helped out. But I mean, I don't know. Just for next time, I'm gonna remember, like, look, just walk smoother. Use the gimbal, you know, let it help you with the panning. I did a lot of panning out there, but I didn't go into it with like a single mindset of this is what I want, right, as far as shots. So I went out there and made a video 40 minutes long walking around this water. If I had to do it again, that probably wasn't the right move. What I should have done was went for shots or sections or something that I knew could probably end up being a clip that I could like stitch together, because it would have saved me a lot of time. Probably could have made it in like half the time instead of the whole 40 minutes. And the reason I bring that up is because when I initially went into Premiere and edited the video down to what I thought I wanted it to be at the time, it ended up being 2.5 minutes long. So I got 2.5 usable minutes out of 40 minutes of work, and I can't be doing that. You gotta be more efficient. So word to the wise, be more efficient. If I was recording an all-day shoot or something that I needed long footage and didn't want to miss anything, that's different. But that's not what I'm talking about. But just for like, if you're gonna shoot on a location, at least for me, if I'm gonna shoot on a location, I'm gonna think about it ahead of time. Be like, okay, what's a good look, and maybe take 1 to 2 minute clips at best. You know, recordings at best, and then, you know, go from there. Going over to the pictures that I took some good pictures. I was able to switch the lens out for something with a longer focal length. I started off with the 17mm wide, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, so I switched. Once I switched, I did get those results, and I was very, very pleased. Like, some of them had like the depth and the emotion that I was looking for. Playing around with the manual settings on the camera, I was able to, you know, get some skies in the focus, and I compared them to, I put the camera on auto mode, and I'm like, look, let me see what I've been doing versus what I know now. And it was like night and day. Not literally, because I was out there in the daytime, didn't have any night to compare it to, but figuratively, it was night and day. Like, by making, you know, ISO or shutter or aperture adjustments, like I was able to see the sky at the same time as I was getting some of these buildings or landmarks, or, you know, like trees or water in the background or foreground. And you know, it made a huge difference. So very, very glad I've been able to learn this stuff and apply it to my work. Well, actually, let me say apply it to my hobby, because I don't consider this work. Like, I have a whole nother job, but I'm really enjoying all the learning I've been able to do. Like, my pictures are looking better, like my videos, I'm getting, you know, a little bit better day by day. My editing, I've been on Premiere every day trying to learn stuff and put stuff together. And it's funny, you know, you ever hear that saying like, man, you learn way more from your mistakes than your successes. That is very true, at least as far as this photography thing is concerned. I've been learning so much from stuff I wish I would have done different, but it's helping me like hone in. Because here's my thing, like, depending on how this goes out, this might be my first video that I put on my channel, right? And it's way different already than the first video that I made for this, which is like about a week ago, maybe ish, give or take. The first video, I wasn't even looking like this. I wasn't showing my whole body. I was all zoomed in. I didn't have like extra lights and all that stuff. You know, stuff that you don't really think about, even though you watch YouTube all the time like I do. And I'm like, you know, going off of some of these people who've done it before and, you know, applying it to my own setup, you know, it's starting to pay off, and it's not taking that long, which is wonderful. And hopefully it continues to pay off. I'm going to continue to learn, and then I'm going to continue to share it, because my goal at the end of the day is to be able to share all this stuff, you know, with all you guys and girls. And, you know, hopefully I'll be able to do that in the future, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, this is a hobby for me that I found that I'm really passionate about and I really enjoy. So yeah, I want to keep it up. But yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys have a wonderful day out there. Like, I really, really do, because it's cold, at least where I'm at. I don't know what y'all going through or where y'all at, what the weather's looking like right now, but it's cold. It's like 30 outside, which in Texas is cold, so it is what it is. But yeah, till next time, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.